Yeah, guys. So it's Warcraft manner and it's 16. And this time I think we are ready for it. '16 shouldn't be that hard, but actually it's not to be underestimated because for players like me which are playing different games and have, like, for example, like me, have two companies to carry for the maintenance, several other projects like YouTube, being the one to actually care for other people, other friends that are in the crew and that wanna do the same thing, do it better every day, and eventually proceed together to a better future. And yeah, got wife, girlfriend, soon a wife, hopefully, and yeah, so many other stuff, guys. Friends, family, fitness, training, workout, martial arts. And martial arts is still very dedicated to that. Also, have a little bit less time to be practicing as hard as I was back in the days. I was a little bit younger, but still hard enough. Actually, if I have to be precise, the training nowadays that I'm doing, because I'm fifth dan, it's more harsh than it was back in the days, but on the other hand, it's less time manner. If we talk about it, it costs less time. I mean, I'm training only like a few hours, like 5 or 6 hours weekly, which is actually not so much. That's only the martial arts I'm talking about. I got fitness workouts and I'm working out at home in addition to that. But yeah. So yeah, with for people like me and similar to that, which is like, I think most of the players here are actually like that. I'm not sure actually. Maybe some of the more casual players quit low, left, like some say. Ooh. But yeah. So anyway, it's a very nice thing to actually be able to balance things, because, for example, doing 55 plus 20, I'm sorry, 25, 26, for example, as I'm watching nowadays, it's like the better people are doing such stuff in order, for example, to I think it is about mythic rates is the final goal, the final target. And maybe just reaching keystones, so you can see where you can actually go, how much further you can actually proceed. So yeah, I'm not doing that anymore, and I don't have interest in doing that. It shall be literally, if I was doing that, it should have been paid. I don't. It's not interesting. It's just harsh if you ask me. It's cool if you're young, for example. Oh, I know. But yeah, I don't go into that anymore. Ooh, I missed a big time. Look at this. What happened? Why is both running around the map? So strange. Never see that happen. Never seen that happen. Never. Alright. So, as I was saying, for the more casual players, like me myself, for example, the 16 is a little bit challenging if I have to be precise, and most of the seasons it wasn't like that. I still don't have, I haven't geared the most I can. Like 10 more item levels I can actually level, so that's one of the main reasons, I guess, why I'm not feeling so comfy with the 16s. Oh my god, but still, guys, that's just, see what I'm talking about. It's just, you're making a small mistake and you're instantly dying. I don't even know what my mistake was. You know, I'm not paying so much attention on this game now, but still it's like, what the fuck happened? I didn't even understand what I did wrong. I didn't see any attack coming. It wasn't like, for example, a circle like that below me, below my feet. It wasn't that. It wasn't. Maybe it's just me. Oh. But it's kinda hardcore. The 16s now are kinda hardcore. They're like 20s, 20, 21, 22, maybe from the last season, actually, from season 2, maybe even a little bit more. If we talk about item level, compared to the item level needed. The item level needed now for the 16 is like, it's not only, it's stats and, you know, they're balancing stuff, so it shall be something like the old 22, but it's the new 16, so it shall be much easier, but it's actually not. I mean, it's actually, it feels like 20, maybe 19, but yeah, those 16s are just a little bit over the top. And I guess it's not getting much harder from here on to like 21. I hope so, cause it would be kinda impossible to play if it actually is becoming even more harsher, and it's like gradually becoming more and more difficult and vastly so. I hope it's not like that. I won't play so much this season. If I didn't want to play it at all, I have to be precise, but my girlfriend is playing it, so it's like bonding, and it's actually not so bad season. I like, for example, this dungeon. It's not one of my favorites, but I know it, and it's kinda cool if you ask me. And some of the other, the new dungeons, actually, the very new dungeons that are from this season, launched now, are actually very like beautiful visually, and I like them. The mechanics are also interesting, so it's not a bad idea to like play a little bit. and I can't say I have time actually for this stuff, but yeah, well, some friends have requested me to play some different games, and I have started. Because we like have similar mindset, similar, like uh, program, similar tasks in our daily job, entrepreneurs, most of them, and they wanted me to play Cyberpunk, for example, and I started, and it's actually it's actually much fun. Because some of them are actually considering trying it, and I got many friends that actually are hardcore gamers and have played most of those games. I didn't have time, so I'm a little bit new in these kind of games, which are like the new quest type of games, like the RPGs that are actually a little bit more straightforward. Like you have an actual line, and you can't. It's not like Skyrim and other Elder Scrolls games, for example. You can't explore. It's not really an open world. It might be considered as such. It could be marketed as such, but it's actually more of a like straightforward, more of like I said, new type of quest gaming. But actually, it doesn't. I think, by the way, Cyberpunk is a little bit more open world than most of those games. So I hadn't played that from like Witcher 1. I'm not sure the first or the second Witcher. I think it was the first. Maybe some. For, I'm sure for some patches of the first. I'm not sure that I played the second one. Maybe I played the second one. I don't even remember very well. I didn't have. Yeah, it was. I remember it was with very good graphic. It was the second one. But when it came out, actually, I just bought it, played a little bit like hardcore, and I had so many on my head that I don't even remember what was happening, what was the main story. I just remember some of the bosses, some of the main characters, some of the NPCs that I can remember their like facial characteristics and stuff like that. Um, there were some very specific characters that I actually can't delete from my consciousness, but most of the others I actually have forgotten because literally I didn't play very much. I just tried it. So yeah, and that was the last game I actually played. I didn't even play very much Skyrim. I played hardcorely. I played Oblivion, and it was very fun. But when Skyrim came out, I was already occupied with my work, and actually from that point on, I have played mainly this game, World of Warcraft, and from time to time I have some mobile games. Most of the Blizzard games. I always had Steam, but I didn't use it very much. I mean, I have played some click games, click to play games. Or how is it? Uh, how's the genre? Not sure how exactly it's called, but it was only for some games that you just have to maintain. I mean, it's like, for example, I Link to Rule the Gods. If you have heard of that game, it was very like I appreciated the idea because you had to just literally maintain your character and to make decisions, and from time to time you had to actually reincarnate, press the rebirth button, so you can reset your stats, but start from a better position like it was in Mu Online if you have played or know about this game. So yeah, the last, I think Witcher, the second Witcher was the last game that I played from that kind of genre, from that genre. Ooh, not good. Maybe there's some line of sight here we can probably hide from these exact mobs. By the way, I don't know, this thing is actually not doing nearly any damage. I'm not sure why. I will be so careful about dodging it, because it is really not doing any damage. Maybe it's spawning more ads if you don't dodge it or something like that. Not sure about. But actually, as I was beginning to explain, Cyberpunk is a very enjoyable game. It's a little bit more sophisticated than the usual games of this genre. And I haven't played very much this kind of, sci-fi, futuristic games and a little bit dark futuristic games. I'm more into fantasy games, so I have played as a child, maybe with my father, the Nintendo and those kind of games. Sony. Ooh. PlayStation 1, I remember when it came out, and the second PlayStation was still. I had it, I already had a PC, so I was concentrated. I mean, PC was so much more valuable. But we were playing with friends, Tekken, I can remember that very well, and it was very enjoyable, because it's very much more fun to play Tekken on a console than on PC. So that's one of the exceptions, actually. Ooh, see this walks damage actually. He's like literally 10 item levels above me, but still he has like 80% more damage. Yeah. If I have to be precise, I messed up with the rotation also, so it's not unexpected. And my ring is giving me much versatility, very much versatility, and it's my second, my last thing. From the secondary stats, it is my last most important stat. It's actually the last stat. I shouldn't have any versatility, if we have to be precise, but it's giving me so much versatility that I actually consider playing it, and I'm with it now. But maybe I'll change it after this game, because it's stripping me out of haste, which is a little bit factor, because haste is the most important stat of the Warlock, and it can compensate even your lower item level, and that's maybe the only thing that can compensate. It's all about haste to the Warlock. And now I'm considering also, because no one has actually asked me to, but many people are, from my friends, are playing it and are saying it's very, very tight game. Baldur's Gate, the third one, and I'm considering about trying it also, but everything in its time, I say, because I have to prioritize it at some point. I really don't have time. Now, when I'm actually recording streaming games, not real time, but still, it's like I'm actually doing that. I'm YouTubing, so to say, like for at least several hours a day. I'm actually more concentrated on YouTube than. Well, I really don't know. See that I don't know how I die. I don't know how to actually escape that. It's unavoidable. It's really 3 spells and I will down for. Done with, actually. But anyway, what is that shit? Soul essence. Interesting. That's not I don't know, but I was considering that possibility. But what are these soul essences? So we have actually we didn't reset the mobs. Did this happen? Maybe. Who survived that? I mean, Tank died for sure. Oh, maybe it was he's a demon hunter. Maybe he had that ability to resurrect once. Or what was it? If you die, you actually don't die. I'm pretty sure he was on 0 HP at some point. How did it feel for this? How did they stay put actually? That's the question. But yeah, it's a little bit, as you can see, it's a little bit harder than it should be for a 16. My item level should be even like just enough for it to be so it shall be kind easy. I mean, doable, very much doable. And most of these guys, except the healer, by the way, the healer is lower item level. It's like 453 or something like that, which is very low at this point. But the other players are actually should be overgeared for this dungeon. And I'm around the edge of being also a little bit overqualified for it, but as you can see, it's not so easy. I mean, literally, I think they messed something with the difficulty this time, because it's really for this is like the 4th week or the 5th week, and it's much harder than usual. Than it usually is for this latter stage. Like it's we have only like half of the time of this season we have passed at least. I think it's 8 or 9 weeks at the most. I think so. We're literally. As it's half, so it shall be like at this point 20s, 19s shall be like this 16, and I really think it doesn't get much harder than the 16, but 16 is something unusual. Because I think I made some, let's see, I don't know, it's maybe I accomplished some, yeah, I completed some 17s and they weren't much harder than this. But the 16s are really hard. Earlier we have failed many of them, at least me. But with some guys that were like even some more better gear than me. Around 450 is not enough. So actually it could be possible, but you have to pro play most of the time. One failed rotation could be crucial and can result failing if you're like most of you are like around 450. If you're like 460 averagely, it's like that you are seeing now, and if you're like around a little bit hard, it shall be easy, most probably. But if you have played WoW, you know the 16th shouldn't be that hard. It's just something. It's not. Oh, I have to actually clear corpse. I don't see where. Ah, he's almost dead. 4 more %. That's. Why don't we kill the Earth one? We have. There was some portal here. And the cool visuals, but didn't happen this time. There was some very expensive animation when you actually take this route, when you return to the mobs, and it was like the whole screen is becoming dark, and it was really very fancy. Okay, I actually cheated a little bit without wanting to, but that was the easier way to get here. Just I skipped the 1 kilometer walking. I can at the very moment donate that, but I even have one more than which I don't need. I was using it, but the bolt gave me a very nice spell for my specialization. As you can see, the right stats. Of course, if the haste was more than the crit, it would be better, but it's still something. Well, we have only one. The Evoker was what kind of armor? It wasn't light, I think. Medium, maybe. Leather. And this is Paladin there, plate. So no one can actually wear it anyway, so just it was close to +2, by the way. This Mythic Keystone, but it's still only +1. But I'm not sure I want an 18 now. So let's see. Black Roof. Oh, I would actually play it maybe. Black Rock, this is not so certain. It's maybe one of the easiest if you ask me. There are some parts that are problematic, but nothing special here. Alright guys, so thank you and see you soon. Maybe this night I will be playing more, and maybe I'll just put those bits together. You'll see. See ya, you can like, subscribe and hit the bell if you wanna know when the new video is coming. See ya next time.